back to my channel. I am super excited to film this video. If it is your first time of joining me, you're welcome to the family. As it is Valentine today, so I'm wearing a bit of red and got some flowers popping on the background because guess what, I'm excited for Valentine. Some of you might have already known this, but I am originally from Nigeria. Yes, so today I'm going to be talking about a few things you need to know before going to Nigeria and how to prepare fully well for a country like mine. So yeah, let's roll on. So the first thing you will need if you're traveling to Nigeria for the first time is a valid visa or a passport. In my case, I had a passport because I was born in Nigeria. I didn't need to apply for a visa. So when I got to the airport, I had no hassle. I just showed the guys my passport and I was allowed in. So if it is your first time going to Nigeria, I definitely advise you get a visa before going. Second thing I would advise for you to do is do a research of the city you're going to. Nigeria is a big country. We have 36 states. That's a large number of states you have in one country, and this is not the same to other countries or other African countries which tend to have lower number of states, but Nigeria is like the largest population in Africa. So if you're visiting a place like Nigeria, I'd advise for you to do some research, know where you're going, learn about the culture as much as you can, and just get prepared knowing where you're going. So another thing you need to consider going to Nigeria is accommodation. So you want to know where you'll be staying. If you're staying for like a week, for 2 weeks or longer, it is better for you to have Airbnb. But if it's like a week or 2 weeks, I can guess you can get an hotel, then you can stay. When I went to Nigeria, I had a family home to stay, so I didn't have to worry about accommodation. But when I was going to Lagos, on the other hand, I had to get an hotel. I did stay in a hotel in Suits, which is quite nice, and the service was quite good. But on the other hand, when I made a booking on what's it called now, on bookings.com, actually, I didn't get my food included in my bookings when I booked for a hotel in Suits. Although when I booked online, they did say it was breakfast included, but when I got to the hotel, actually they did say otherwise. So that was kind of upsetting for me. So make sure you know if it's breakfast included or not, because that would make a lot of difference, because I didn't have breakfast most of the time. I was just lazy to get out of bed, so I literally stayed till like 2 p.m 3 p.m before I actually had something to eat. So that's a good one to actually note down. Make sure you book an hotel which is breakfast included. It helps and it does save lives. So if you're traveling to Nigeria, one thing also you need to have in mind is that it's a very hot country. Sometimes it could be 30 degrees, 35 degrees, and even up to 37 degrees. So it is really hot. The first couple of days I went home, I was like a crying baby. I literally complained. I told my uncle I was going back. I couldn't stay, it was too hot. But after a couple of days I got used to it. So if you're going to Nigeria, I definitely advise you to get some shades on because you need them, and you need summer clothes that you feel refreshing in, clothes that that would not get you stuffy. Because if I was to be in Nigeria, I don't think I could wear these. And obviously no boots. You can't wear boots because it's just too hot, and you need something like a sandal or like a trainers that you can still feel comfortable in. So definitely something to have in mind when you're going to Nigeria. Another thing I would definitely advise if you're traveling to Nigeria is to know someone wherever you're going. So if you're going to Benin or you're going to visit Lagos, you should at least know one person that might be able to take you around, someone that you trust, someone that you think you can rely on, that would help you out. Because it is one thing for you to read things on Google about a place, it's another thing for you to actually live it. So if you're traveling to Nigeria, I do advise for you to know someone that lives in that city or wherever you're going, so they can show you around and take you around. Because although we do have Google Maps now, which makes it easier, but it's just advisable to have someone. Yes. Yeah, so another thing is make sure you have enough money. Ego, not everything for Nigeria. If you want to enjoy your stay in Nigeria, Biko, have money. Have enough money that will sustain you throughout your stay. When I was going to Nigeria and I stayed for nearly 2 months, I made a budget of about £2,000 because yeah, I didn't have a lot of people to spend on. I didn't have to pay bills because when I stayed there, I didn't book an hotel throughout my stay. In fact, I stayed in my family house in Benin City, so I didn't have to pay for any accommodation. So whatever money I spent was all based on the food I was eating, the places I was going to, and just friends and families that I had to look after. But yeah, that was just it. So if you're going to Nigeria, make sure you have enough money, make sure you have extra beyond what you budgeted, because you might most likely spend more. Because when I finished from Nigeria, I had extra money left over, but that was better than not having enough. So it is better for you to have enough cash and enough money in your account for you to survive well and in a healthy position as well. Because I feel like if you don't have enough money, it might actually affect you mentally, and it might actually have an impact on your holiday. So if you want to have a great holiday and a great time in Nigeria, make sure you have enough money that will sustain you throughout your time. When you know someone, it's easy for you to organize and make a structure of what you're gonna be doing. When I went to Nigeria, I knew I wanted to meet up with bloggers. I knew I wanted to do collaborations with other bloggers, so I could only achieve that because I planned for it. And then before I actually just traveled, I did speak to some people on Instagram. I did speak to Farrells and I spoke to Aronia. We just became friends online, and eventually I met some people that I spoke to on IG. So I was quite safe for me because I wouldn't just go out without letting my parents know. So I would inform my sister or my brothers that I was going out, and I'll tell them where I was going because I wanted to be as safe as possible. Initially, my mom was really worried because she would say, oh, things happen here, things bad can happen to you, bad things could happen. I'm like, you don't have to be worried. I wouldn't go to a place or to someone that I don't genuinely know or I haven't spoken to. So definitely, if you get any concerns from your family, just know it's because they love and they care about you and they don't want you to get into any sort of trouble. So another very importance of having a friend is that they might know things that you don't. So when I went to Lagos, I met a friend called Kobe, and he took I and my sister to the Sound City Award night, and that was just based off talking on Instagram. And I had one of the best time in Lagos because I had to link up with people I didn't know before. So just being able to relate to people in your natural form is so important. So there's no need for you to be super Porsche or acting like you can't really relate to these people. You're going there for a reason, right? You went there to meet these people, so you have to accept them for who they are and embrace the culture. So yeah, definitely, if you go to Nigeria, try and be as relatable as possible. Don't act like the people are not people you would normally talk to, because guess what, at the end of the day, they are happy, and you just have to be happy with who they are and happy about who you are as a person. So I had one of the best time in my life being in Nigeria, because I was so happy to embrace everyone's culture and everyone's idea, and that was super fun.